Good morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching JanataTelevision and this is English Bulletin with me, Bhadra. The top stories first. 3 Nepalese arrested in ATM theft case. 1 more Chinese suspect also detained. Police rescues 4 Nepali women being trafficked into China. Bride trafficking on the rise. Number of tourists increases in Lumbini by 10%. Stakeholders complain of lack of clear policy to retain the tourist. Iran warns of strong step from atomic deal, sets deadline for Friday. And defending champions knocked out of US Open, Osaka to lose her world's #1 title. And now the news in detail. Police have arrested 3 Nepali citizens in connection with the ATM theft by some Chinese nationals some days ago. A team from the Metropolitan Police Range Kathmandu yesterday arrested 3 individuals, including 2 operators of money exchange facilities for exchanging the currency stolen by the Chinese nationals from ATM on Saturday. Among the detained are Devnath Lamechane of Dexo Money Exchange and operator Roshan Pradhan Shrestha of Nepal Money Exchange. The manager of Nepal Money Exchange, Rewati Dawadi, has also been detained by the police. 2 missing Chinese nationals from the gang of Chinese ATM robbers had exchanged the stolen currency into dollars. The operators were charged for illegal transaction of currency exchange worth $25,863, said DSP Hobindra Bogati of the Metropolitan Police Range Kathmandu. Police have arrested 1 more Chinese suspect allegedly involved in ATM theft. He has been identified as Ju Luk Lee. Chinese President Xi Jinping is set to visit Nepal in October following his state visit to India. The visit will be an unofficial one as he will only be in Nepal for 9 hours. China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi will visit Nepal in September to see the preparations for the president's visit. The Chinese president will be in India for 4 days and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to receive him in the coast of Tamil Nadu, where he will be observing the archaic cultural sites of the region. President Xi Jinping was set to visit Nepal last time when the KP Oli-led government was in power, but the visit was cancelled after the fall of the Oli government. The Anti-Human Trafficking Bureau of Nepal Police has rescued 4 Nepali women who were being taken to China as sex slaves. Bride trafficking in the name of cross-country marriage to China is on the rise. A report.
The Anti-Human Trafficking Bureau has revealed that Nepali women have been falling victim to the bride trafficking group. The unsuspecting women are lured into marrying Chinese men and then sold in China. Police have rescued 6 Nepali citizens and also nabbed 4 Chinese nationals who are the key suspects in operating traffic rackets. Police have charged the arrested for selling Nepali women in China as brides. Both Nepali and Chinese dealers have spread their network in the remote villages of Nepal to conduct fake marriages and later sell them as brides. Most of the women and girls who have fallen in the trap are from the remote areas of Nepal who are uneducated, needy and innocent.
चाइना गइसकेपछि तपाईको चाइनाको नागरिक हुन्छ, तपाईको जीवनशैली एकदम उच्च हुन्छ, तपाईलाई पर्याप्त मात्रामा आर्थिक आय आर्जन हुन्छ र तपाईको परिवारलाई पनि पैसा पठाएर चाहिँ एकदम ठुलो सहयोग गरिदिन्छ भनेपछि यस्तो किसिमको आकर्षक चाहिँ अफर आउँदाखेरि एउटा सर्वसाधारण जो चाहिँ गाउँघरको सामान्य लेखपढको मान्छे चाहिँ सोझै रूपमा चाहिँ उ चाहिँ त्यसमा चाहिँ आकर्षित हुने त्यस्तो किसिमको प्रवृत्तिहरू छ.
The Chinese agent receives up to 1 million rupees and their Nepali counterpart have been said to earn up to 200,000 rupees by selling a Nepali bride to Chinese men. Similarly, the girl's parents received 60,000 rupees.
बिहाको क्रममा चाहिँ 8 देखि 10 लाखको हाराहारीमा खर्च हुने र त्यो खर्च मध्ये चाहिँ केही रकम आधी 50% जति रकम चाहिँ जो एजेन्टहरू हुन्छ एजेन्टहरूले लिने र बाँकी केही रकममध्ये चाहिँ भिसा प्रोसेसिङ लगायत अरू डकुमेन्टेसन तयार गर्न बेहुलीको बाउआमालाई पनि पैसा दिएर मनाउने कार्यको लागि चाहिँ यसरी खर्च गर्दाखेरि लगभग 10 लाख जति चाहिँ खर्च गरेको चाहिँ देखिन्छ अहिले।
Human Trafficking and Transportation Control Act 2007 defines human trafficking as a crime of serious nature and has provisions of strict punishments for the culprits. However, human traffickers have been exploiting Nepali girls and women unabated. These women are trafficked to India, Europe, China, Africa, and America in recent days.
This is a Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The reconstruction of Rani Pokhari, a culturally significant site, was halted because of the use of concrete in rebuilding the ancient structure. However, it is set to pick up pace after an agreement has been reached in this issue. A report.
There was a major agreement issue on the use of concrete in the reconstruction of earthquake-damaged Rani Pokhari site. The reconstruction work has sped up as an agreement was reached in the issue of concrete use. Kathmandu Metropolis has formed the reconstruction committee after the agreement.
हामीले निर्माण गर्यौं जुन अहिले चाहिँ नि देखिदैन तर जमिन मुनि चाहिँ नि बसेको छ अब त्यसको माथि यो जुन चारैतिरबाट आउने पर्खालहरू जोडिएर जान्छ.
Malla King Pratap Malla built the Rani Pokhari temple to help his bereaved queen recover from the sorrow of losing her son. The mast of the temple was damaged in the earthquake of 1933, whose reconstruction was completed in the then Prime Minister Juddha Samser's orders. The 2015 earthquake was again the culprit as there were major damages to this archaeologically important site. The reconstruction is set to begin after 4 years of the earthquake. A total of 90 million and 140 million rupees have been allocated for the reconstruction of the pond and the temple respectively. The reconstruction is set to complete before the Tihar festivities in late October.
हाम्रो चाहिने बजेट भन्दाखेरि यो 9.5 करोडको बजेट हो अनि उहाँहरुको चाहिने मैले थाहा पाए अनुसार करिब 14 करोडको छ.
Once a beautiful pond in the heart of the city will yet again be back to its former glory after its reconstruction.
The rise in the cases of viral fever in Mahottari district has seen the hospitals in the region filled with patients. The viral fever has not only affected the public but also those behind the bars. Daily 15 to 20 prisoners from the Mahottari prison have to be treated at hospitals. There are roughly 504 prisoners in the jail, of which more than 100 are suffering from viral fever.
नदिन चाहिँ हामीले विशेष गरी हाम्रो पर्सनल हाइजिन मेन्टेन गर्नु पर्यो. त्यसमा चाहिँ हामीले तपाईँ उमालेको पानी खानु पर्यो जुन बोइल्ड वाटर अनि त्यसै गरेर खानाले पनि छोपेको सफा खानु पर्यो. अहिले त हाम्रो खानाहरुमा नि यो विभिन्न रङको यो विषालु यो पेस्टिसाइडहरु भनौँ यिनीहरू मिक्स भएको हुन्छ. त्यही भएर तरकारीहरु खानाहरु पकाउँदाखेरि चाहिँ त्यसलाई एकछिन पानीमा भिजाएर त्यसपछि चाहिँ हामीले सेवन गर्दा चाहिँ राम्रो हुन्छ.
According to doctors, the increase in the cases of viral fever could be because of the contaminated water due to flooding. And now the news from economic front. The government has introduced a mandatory provision for those seeking labour permit for foreign employment to have a bank account. Government authorities have claimed that they have made it compulsory for migrant workers to have bank accounts to facilitate a remittance service and provide financial support if needed by the government. According to a news report published by Karobar Daily, the Department of Foreign Employment has already issued a public notice requesting the prospective migrant workers to at least submit the evidence of their bank accounts or those of the next in kin to obtain labour permit. The department has said that the migrant workers can open bank accounts in any of the branches of commercial and development banks that have obtained permission from the central bank to provide banking service. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. And now the latest from the world of international arena. Iran has said it will take a strong step away from its 2015 nuclear deal and with world powers if Europe cannot offer the country new terms by a deadline at the end of this week. AP quoted Iranian government spokesman making such comment yesterday during the visit of top Iranian diplomats to France and Russia for last-minute talks. The comments from Ali Rabiei reinforced the deadline Iran had set for Friday for Europe to offer it a way to sell its crude oil on the global market. US sanctions imposed after President Donald Trump withdrew America from the deal over a year ago have halted those sales. Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif was in Moscow while his deputy traveled to Paris with a team of economists in a renewed diplomatic push. The developments come after French President Emmanuel Macron surprised the Group of Seven summit in France by inviting Zarif last week. Monster storm Dorian came to a near standstill over the Bahamas yesterday, prolonging the agony as surging seawaters and hurricane winds spurred mass evacuations along the U.S. East Coast. Bahamas Prime Minister Hubert Minnis said the devastation is unprecedented in the Abaco Islands, which on Sunday received the full brunt of Dorian as it came ashore as the most powerful storm ever to hit the archipelago. According to AFP, the Category 5 storm Tall was still untailed nearly 24 hours after it made a landfall. It was grinding its way eastward yesterday at a speed of 1 million per hour, setting in for an hour-long stay over Grand Bahama Island. Initial Red Cross estimates were that 13,000 buildings may have been damaged or destroyed by Dorian. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Defending champions of the US Open Naomi Osaka in the women's section and Novak Djokovic in the men's section have both been knocked out of the tournament. The Japanese Osaka was knocked out in the round of 16 match against Swiss Belinda Bencic. Osaka, 21, lost the first set 7-5 when her service was broken late in the set, and similarly in the second set, which she lost 6-4. Japan's Osaka will now lose her world #1 ranking to Australia's Ashley Barty. The defending champion Novak Djokovic had to retire with a shoulder problem from the tournament during his match with another Swiss, Stan Wawrinka. Djokovic was being outplayed in the match, losing the first two sets 6-4, 7-5, while being dominated in the third set as 2-0 when he decided to quit the match. Djokovic was the favourite to win the tournament, which would have brought its total Grand Slam tally to 17-1 behind Nadal, 18-3 behind Federer at 20. The fourth and the penultimate match of this year's Ashes series will begin from tomorrow at the Old Trafford Cricket Ground. The series was brought to life by England, who defeated Australia by a slim margin of 1 wicket. The win put the series at 1-1 with 2 tests to play. Jofra Archer, the young Englishman who was lethal in decimating the Australian lineup, will look to set himself up for another furious battle. Steve Smith, who took a serious blow in his head and suffered concussion from Archer's delivery, will look to settle his nerve as the returns for the fourth test. The fourth test is set up to be the most important game of the series for both teams. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin and the headlines once again. 3 Nepalese arrested in ATM theft case. 1 more Chinese suspect also detained. Police rescue 4 Nepali women being trafficked to China. Bride trafficking on the rise. Number of tourists increases in Lumbini by 10%. Stakeholders complain of lack of clear policy to retain the tourist. Iran warns of strong step from atomic deal, sets deadline for Friday. And defending champion knocked out of US Open, Osaka to lose her #1 title. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.